Hello kids, my name is Aastha and you are watching Delhi Knowledge Track. We are studying for the International English Olympiad, class 4th. Today is your 15th class and today's topic is very easy and a lot of fun, jumbled words. We will be understanding the concepts, learning a few tricks and then eventually solving these sample questions. These mock questions will help you in understanding the actual pattern and the actual demand of the Olympiad. So, let's start today's video.
Alright, so what are jumbled words? Now jumbled words क्या होते हैं ये आपको इसके जो the phrase है jumbled words इसी से आपको थोड़ा सा guess लग रहा होगा. However, let's try to understand जो words हमारे पास एक jumbled form में होते हैं और हमें इनसे एक क्या बनाना होता है एक meaningful sentence. Meaningful sentence. So, jumbled words होते हैं इन्हें हमें unjumble करना होता है. Unjumble करेंगे तो एक meaningful sentence बनेगा. Alright? Alright, so here you see we are given a few jumbled up sentences. These are the jumbled words and then we have to form a meaningful sentence. Let's see the first one. She tired is very. Here this can be unjumbled and written as she is very tired. Alright? And similarly the next one. Work she a lot today of did. This can be written as she did a lot of work today. Right? Okay, so for solving the jumbled sentences, which I showed you in the previous slide, what you have to do is first understand the subject and predicate. Now, subject is what? Subject is the person or thing that is doing an action. And predicate is the part that contains the action. Which means subject is something or someone which is performing what? Performing the predicate. Alright, so once you understand which is the subject and which is the predicate, it becomes easier for you to solve the question, which means to solve those jumbled words which you are given and form a meaningful sentence. आप subject understand करेंगे कि ये subject है, ये person या thing, ये action perform कर रहा है या कर रही है. And उसी के हिसाब से then you will move on to the predicate. That this is the action being performed. So उसी हिसाब से direct speech या indirect speech जो भी answer जिस भी form में answer होगा, usually jumbled sentences direct speech में ही होते हैं. They are pretty simple. Alright, और आपको words देख के आप अपने आप ही you will be able to guess for yourself only कि ये answer है. But एक basic understanding के लिए आपको subject और predicate दोनों का पता होना जरूरी है. Alright? Alright. So ज़्यादा कुछ है नहीं, अब बस हम अपना क्विज करेंगे. ठीक है? जो हमने jumbled sentences करे हैं, jumbled sentences में you don't have to worry much. You just have to understand कि subject क्या है और predicate क्या है और उसी हिसाब से आपकी एक sentence formation हो जाएगी. Alright, so हम जैसे जैसे करते रहेंगे आपको examples भी मिलते रहेंगे और आपको और अच्छे से समझ आएगा. Alright, so let's start. Now for every question you will be given 1 minute. 1 minute 60 seconds you will be given as per the timer. Now, why am I giving you 60 seconds? Because for every IU question, you are given more than 60 seconds in the final exam. तो मैंने सेफ साइड पे आपको 1 मिनट दिया है. अब इसमें दो कैटेगरी ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स होंगे. वन कैटेगरी जो लेस देन 1 मिनट में अपने क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कर लेते हैं. तो जब ये कर लेते हैं तो यू शुड तो अगर आपने जल्दी क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कर लिया तो आप फास्ट फॉरवर्ड करके आप आंसर देख लीजिए. पर वो कैटेगरी जो स्टूडेंट्स ये 1 मिनट में आंसर नहीं दे पाते हैं, तो आपको डिसहार्टन नहीं होना है, दुखी नहीं होना है. आप पॉज करें और पहले अपना आंसर दें. जो भी आंसर आपको लग रहा है सही है वो आप आंसर लिखें, उसके बाद ही आप आंसर देखें. ये यू शुड मेक श्योर कि आप कोई भी क्वेश्चन स्किप ना करें, आप सबके आंसर दें, चाहे वो सही हो या गलत, वो सेकेंडरी चीज है. मोर इम्पॉर्टेंट इज कि आप पहले आंसर दें. ओके, सो and for every correct answer you give yourself 10 points, and for every incorrect answer no points. Why no points? Because IEO में there is no negative marking. आपका आंसर चाहे गलत हो या फिर आपने आंसर नहीं किया हो तो आपको 0 ही मिलेगा. ओके, सो इट इज बेटर कि सपोज अगर आप किसी क्वेश्चन में कंफ्यूजन है कि इसका आंसर क्या होगा, नहीं समझ आ रहा, तो आपने उसे छोड़ना नहीं है, आपने उसको आंसर करना है. और चाहे आपको लग रहा हो कि ये शायद ये आंसर सही हो सकता है बी या सी से, तो आप उसे पक्का पॉइंट आउट करके आओ, मतलब उसे OMR शीट पे मार्क करके आओ, बिकॉज देयर आर चांसेस कि वो आपका आंसर सही हो जाए. ऑलराइट, सो लेट्स स्टार्ट. Alright, so the first set of questions are as follows. Unscramble the jumbled words to make a meaningful sentence. Now what do we have to do? We are given a set of jumbled words in the question, and we have to analyze these jumbled words and then make a meaningful sentence. We are given various options of sentences and we have to choose the most meaningful one. Alright, so let's start. Now the first question says, is interesting, very, book, this. Let's read the options. A, is this very interesting book? Without a question mark, alright. B, this book interesting is very. C, book is very interesting, this. D, this book is very interesting. Now, if we read these jumbled words, what do we find? What is the subject here? The subject, the main thing that we are talking about is the book. Alright, which book? This book. And this book, इसका predicate क्या हुआ? क्या action हो रहा है? हम क्या बता रहे हैं उस book के बारे में? That this book is very interesting. So the correct answer is D. Alright. Now we talk about the book first, the noun. Then we use the verb is, and then we tell the adjective that this book is very interesting. Alright. Okay, so the second question says, are curtains very these expensive? Now you see here is a question mark. So what does the question mark tell us? The question mark tells us that this sentence is supposed to be interrogative, which means it is a question. Alright, so let's see the options. A. Very expensive. Are these curtains? B. These curtains are very expensive. C. Are these curtains expensive very? D. Are these curtains very expensive? So here, what are we talking about? We're talking about the curtains and we are asking whether these curtains are very expensive. Now the questions, whatever questions we do, they start with the verb, alright? Now for the questions, they start with a verb. So here, the correct answer is D. So are these curtains very expensive? Alright, first we're talking about the noun, the curtains, then we are asking if they are very expensive, the adjective. Alright, so the correct answer is D. Now the next question says, my school, my house is near. Now let's see the options. My is school, my house near. B, my house, school is my near. C, my house is near my school. And D, near school, my house is my. Now, if you read a little bit of Englishy one, you would know this is a pretty easy question and the correct answer is C. Because none of the other sentences have correctly placed adjectives, nor do they make any sense. Alright, so the correct answer here is C. And what are we talking about? We are talking about the subject, my house. And what about the house? It is near my school. Alright? The correct answer is C. My house is near my school. Alright, so the next question says, give a glass me of water, please. So here we have please, which means, which kind of sentence is this? It is a sort of request we are making. Whenever there is please, there is a certain, what involved? There is a certain request involved. Okay, so let's see. A, glass water of a give me please. B, please give me a glass of water. C, give me a please glass of water. D, please a glass of water me give. So here the correct answer is B. Please give me a glass of water. You know, you're requesting them to do what? Give the verb me a glass of water. Right? So this question says, at door the who knocking is, and again a question mark. What do the question marks tell us? That this is an interrogative sentence, which means it is a question. And we just did an example of a question, so let's see this one as well. Okay. Now, A, is who knocking at the door? B, at the knocking who is door? C, the door is knocking at who? D, who is knocking at the door? Here the correct answer is D. When we are inquiring about a person, we say who, and the predicate here is who is knocking at the door. What is the action being done? That someone is knocking at the door, and subject है who, which means कौन कर रहा है? Who is knocking at the door? कौन knock कर रहा है door पे? Alright, and we have the question mark because it is an interrogative sentence. Alright. So here the question says, our area newly is the she elected MLA of. Now the options are A, she is the newly elected MLA of our area. B, she is the MLA newly elected of our area. C, she is of our newly area, the elected MLA. D, she is MLA newly the of our elected area. Now here What is the subject that we are talking about? We are talking about she, right? What is the subject? She. Because the person doing the action is she. And the predicate, the action we are talking about is that she is the newly elected MLA. Now what is an MLA? MLA is the member of the Legislative Assembly. And so here the correct answer is A. A, she is the newly elected MLA of our area. Now people give their votes in the elect an MLA. उनके votes के majority basis पे MLA elect होते हैं. So the correct answer here is she is the newly elected MLA of our area. She being the subject and the action being is the newly elected MLA of our area. Alright? Alright, so the options here are the, more, you, have, desire, comma. So the question is this, and the options we are given are: you have the desire more, you the more. B, the more you have, the more you desire. C, have the more desire you, the more you. D, you have the desire, you the more. Now here, this one is also pretty easy. None of them make sense except B, which means the more you have, the more you desire. This is talking about the greed of people. जितना आपके पास होता है ना, you are never satisfied. Human tendency is to never be satisfied. You always desire for more. You always want more. Alright, so the correct answer here is B. The more you have, comma, the more you desire. Which means जितना ज़्यादा आपके पास होता है, the more utilities you get, the more luxuries you get, you start desiring even more. Alright. So here the jumbled words are in, an, umbrella, corner, the, found, was. Here the options are: in an corner the umbrella was found. B, an umbrella was found in the corner. C, in corner the an umbrella was found. D, an found umbrella in was corner the. here, now if you see a few sentences, let's revise one of our previous topics, that is articles. Now you see here in an corner. Now you remember an is an article, and when is an used? An is used in the case of singular countable noun but with a vowel sound. And here the noun is corner and it is beginning with a consonant sound. And corner is a consonant sound and an is used with vowel sound. This is incorrect. The correct answer is B, because here you see an umbrella, the subject, and the predicate was found in the corner. Alright, so an umbrella is the usage of an as well. This is also correct because as I told you Abhi, that an is used with vowel nouns, vowel sound words, right? And in other two as well, in corner, the, and umbrella, usage of two articles together, and then and found umbrella, usage of and with a verb. It is and the article is used with a noun, not with a verb, right? So the correct answer is B. An umbrella was found in the corner. Okay, so here the jumbled words are apple, eating, for, health, and good, everyday is. Let's see the options. Now the options are A. Every day is good for health and apple eating. B. Every day and eating is good for apple health. C. Eating an apple day every day is good for health. D. Eating is good for health and apple every day. Now here these might seem a little confusing, but the correct answer here is C. That eating an apple every day. What is what is the subject? Eating an apple every day. कि ये जो हमारा what action do you do? Eat an apple every day, and what action does it perform? It is good for your health. Alright, so the correct answer is C. Eating an apple every day is good for health. Alright. Alright, so here the jumbled words are: we, excursion, are, going, Agra, to, and for. So many words, but let's see the options. A, an excursion, we are going to. An excursion, we are, for going to Agra. B, for Agra, an excursion we are going to. C, we are going to Agra for an excursion. D, we an excursion are going to Agra for. Here, which is the correct one? It is C, that we are going to Agra. What for? For an excursion. Subject क्या है? We. And what is the predicate? What is the action being done? That we are going to Agra. What for? For an excursion. Alright. So here another category. Here we have to do the same thing as well. Unscramble the jumbled words to make meaningful sentence. What are the jumbled words? Far, I, my, he, visit, because, rarely, uncle, stays. Let's see the options. A, I visit my uncle because he far rarely stays. B, my uncle because I visit stays, far rarely he. C, I rarely visit my uncle because he stays far. D, rarely he visit my uncle, I stays far because. Here the correct answer is C. I rarely visit my uncle. This is the adverb. I rarely visit my uncle. Why? Because this is a conjunction. Because he stays far. Alright. The jumbled words are summers, winters, and cold, hot, are. This one seems easy. Let's see the options. Winters are hot and summers cold are. B, summers are hot and winters are cold. C, hot and cold are winters are summers. D, our winters cold are summers hot and. Now here the correct answer, very simple one, is B. That summers are hot. This is one clause, and using the conjunction winters are cold. Alright, we are joining two equally important sentences with the conjunction and. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Alright, so here the options are you, keep, where, the, book, did and question mark. Now this question mark tells us that this is an interrogative sentence, which means it is a question. Alright, let's see the options now. The options are A. Where did you keep the book? B. Did you where the book keep? C. Where you the book did keep? D. Did where keep book the you? Now here the correct answer is A, which means we are asking, it is beginning with starting with our interrogative verb, which is where. Where did you keep the book? What is the subject? The book. What action is being done for the book? On the book? The book is being kept. And where is the question? That where is exactly the book being kept? That is the question. Alright. So with this we finish off our questions, our sample questions for Jumbled.
So that's all for today's class. For the sample questions that we discussed, I hope you will revise them. And these questions, they were taken from the book for IEO by MTG Publications. This is just one of the many books available in the market for IEO preparation. You can choose any one of them as per your convenience. I just chose this one for reference. So I hope you've understood the concept, and this is a fairly easy topic. So you should gain full marks in this one. That's all. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.